Hello, welcome back. This is the talk show Tonic, where our show is so toxic, it's the talk show Tonic.
Whoa!
Oh yeah.
Well, today our topic is going to be how YouTube has changed in the way it has gotten rid of notifications, how certain videos cannot be monetized, and how YouTube deletes subscribers. So,
Indubitably.
let's talk about that.
Let's tonic about that.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah. Okay, so would you like to start off?
I could. So, basically, what YouTube has done in the past is it has decided that unless you do not click the little bell on all your YouTube videos.
Which you should definitely do on ours.
Oh, of course. If you do not do that, you will not know when a new video has come out. It may not even show up in your subscriptions. So, that is one major way YouTube has changed.
And it's kind of chintzy because maybe you're subscribed to somebody, but it's I don't know if I want to click the bell because they're not my favorite channel, which ours is obviously your favorite. But then if it just never gives you notifications,
Well, that's on
then you might not be able to watch the video.
Yeah, and I noticed it personally. I noticed how YouTube had gradually enhanced that rule and how it was not there at first, but they slowly did it to smaller channels and then gradually did it to bigger channels.
Didn't back in the his day, they didn't even have the little bell icon, did they?
No, they didn't. It's pretty recent, I believe. And I think it was unfair how they did it to smaller channels first because I think they did that as a warning wave to all bigger channels that they need to start advertising it. And I mean, I don't find that very amusing personally because if you think about it, that requires YouTubers to ask for subscribers and likes and for you to click the notification button, which as a viewer, not everybody likes to do that or hear that on every video. So for YouTube to do that, I feel like it just gives YouTubers one more thing that they have to emphasize.
Put in their intro.
Indubitably.
Well,
The next topic we have is how inappropriate things.
okay. Well, our next topic, of course, is gonna be how YouTube. This is very recent. How
Like last week recent.
well, it's been happening lately. I don't know how. I don't whatever. But how if you have suggestive quotation marks content or all that chintzy stuff, if you have inappropriate language in your videos, like a lot of YouTubers do, then your ads will be taken off, so you can't make a living on YouTube. And how is that going to work with PewDiePie and Markiplier and stuff like that? Because they all swear and stuff. So that's YouTube's biggest channels, pretty much.
Right.
So really, if they take away ads, then those kind of people won't be able to do YouTube anymore because they won't be getting money, and then they'll be like, this is chintzy.
Or they'll have to completely change their channel in order for it to be able to
And just be fake.
upload.
Yeah.
Right. And all their subscribers have subscribed for certain reasons, and most of it is because those channels are
Funny.
amusing and funny to other people because of their suggestive content. And this does not only include swearing, this can also include harassment or profanity, which we already discussed. And if you promote drugs or anything that is illegal, that takes the monetization right off. And I'm looking at the YouTube guidelines right now. And it
Terms of
says,
service.
Right. It says that even if you have videos that contain subjects and events including war or political conflicts, natural disasters, and tragedies, even if graphic imagery is not shown, even just those topics will not get monetized, which I think is a big move on YouTube's behalf and that they should really reconsider.
Yeah, I mean, it's just starting to happen, so I bet in a few months a ton of channels will be unmonetized.
I think right now it's just a
Or-
beta stage.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Because I haven't seen any channels that do have suggestive figure quotations
of course.
or content that have had ads taken off their videos. So I don't know.
Right, and I feel like they won't just do it to Markiplier or PewDiePie, especially PewDiePie, because if they take
I mean, he has like 70 million subscribers, pretty much.
right, and if they take PewDiePie off, either they're gonna have to pay him under the table to keep him going, or I mean, I'm sure he gets paid other things, just not just
yeah,
because of his
like-
views.
I'm sure he has T-shirts and whatnot. That's a revenue. That's
Right.
a lot of how YouTubers get money too. So
But this could also decrease dramatically how most YouTubers start or are trying to start, which I understand, and I feel like they should make a change to this because they're trying to make YouTube more user friendly. I believe. I feel like if they are going to take the monetization off, they should only take it off for restricted viewers. So, I mean, if you're a restricted viewer, those videos don't even show up half the time anyways. So if you're of age to be able to watch them, why can't you just see the ads for them?
yeah, except for the other thing about that people are just lie about their age. Oh, I'm 30,000 years old, even though I'm 12.
Right, but that's not YouTube's problem. So
Well, next
Ano-
topic.
indeed, another thing we've noticed.
This happened. I believe the big time about this. I mean, I think it still happens, but the biggest time this happened was I think last year, or maybe a few months ago. I don't know, but how YouTube started deleting inactive subscribers, even though they're not always inactive, because even with our personal channels, I know I had because I used to be like 60 subscribers, dude.
Oh, of
60.
course. The big 60.
Oh, dude, and then you used to be at 100. Now you're at like 60.
Yeah, I had
So it took like
175.
it took like however many you took off.
Almost over 100 for me.
Yeah, and then it took off like 20 for me. Which
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
20 subscribers when you're a small YouTuber,
means a lot.
it does. So I feel like that's very chintzy because it's chintzy because even if you're not inactive, because I understand taking off inactive subscribers because it's just like, well, they're not watching your videos anyways, sort of just like,
Right.
but people, it took off people that were active on the channel. Like bigger YouTubers have like hundreds of thousands, and if you're like PewDiePie, I'm pretty sure he had like a few million taken off. Because a ton of people just subscribe to PewDiePie just because, like, oh, I'm subscribed to PewDiePie.
Right.
never
it's
watch
like,
his videos.
It's the YouTube thing to do.
Yeah. I am not subscribed to
Um,
PewDiePie.
One thing I think that YouTube should do is make a section on the home of like your YouTube.
Oh, dude, yes,
thing.
yes.
Is they need to make a section for smaller YouTube channels because what I've noticed is, I mean, I've started a couple different YouTube channels in my day.
Hashtag straight guys.
Hashtag pure shows.
Hashtag that's ridiculous.
Indeed. And currently Talk Show Tonic. It is extremely hard to get yourself up
Yeah.
to where people watch your videos. It requires you tagging many YouTubers or videos just to even get on the bottom of the
And then,
recommended
like,
list.
Yeah. How they would do it as an added section in the homepage is like how they have like current live streams or like trending, and then they could have like popular small YouTube channels, which would be pretty dope because then, well,
Basically, it's self-explanatory. This way, there's just a spread, and that way, there's a bigger chance of YouTubers being successful. And I feel like that would just be better because there's a lot of small YouTube channels that have good content. They just don't have a way of getting it out there yet.
like the other way I feel like too, there's a few ways to get bigger, quotation marks at the fingers, of course. There's only a few ways to get bigger. Is if like you're in school, like us, you can go tell people,
Right.
hey, subscribe to my channel. And then they'll be like, ah, you're weird. You have a YouTube channel. That's weird. Why would you ever do that? Well, then that happens. I mean, I don't really care what people think, but you can tell people to do it
Indeed.
like that. you could spam huge channels in the comments, but a lot of channels have spamming blocked on their comments or whatever.
Right. And then you don't get noticed at all.
Or you could take the easy way out and go to apps or websites to get subscribers, but really that doesn't even help because you could
No, you don't
get
views or
views
anything.
yeah.
And it totally destroys the whole YouTube idea, because the reason people are joining YouTube in the first place is to get their content out
Have
there.
fun.
And to just, yeah, the whole point is to have fun, and it takes away from having fun when nobody can see your content. So if people are having to go and get fake subscribers to even show up on the YouTube list, that just destroys the whole purpose.
Like, we have a friend, hashtag Lardham's Wow, that I think he
Indeed.
quit because he made, alright content. But then, back before we started Talk Show Tonic, me and my companions' channels were very inactive. We haven't uploaded a video, like, forever. I started again,
Right.
and he was still uploading videos, and he had less subscribers than us, and we didn't even post anything. So
Try.
that's just sad because he actually tried, and he actually made decent content, and he put money into what he did. He bought a vlogging camera
He did.
and all that kind of stuff.
Which is not cheap.
Yeah,
They run about
and that's another thing.
$500.
If you're never gonna get noticed, you at least have to get 1,000 subscribers before you buy anything, and then your content is just gonna be very chintzy usually.
Unnoticed.
Because if you're a gamer, you can't buy a capture card because they cost so much. Because you're
we've looked into
mics. Yeah.
many things, and even to start a podcast, you can't have over 50 hours of talk time before you have to pay $50 a month in order to get another 50 hours. And YouTubers, most of them are broke when they start. And the expectation of most YouTubers, which is a shame, but it is true. The expectation is for you to have your first videos need to be great. Which is very hard to do because that requires buying a camera or great audio, which, either you have some stuff lying around, like from previous video games, like we do, or you have phones that
record a good video.
Right. But if you're just somebody who's starting, it's extremely hard. Or even if you're gaming, like I try to game, and it's extremely hard because you have to, if you're doing it on your computer, you have to get a screen recorder, and you either get chintzy ones, which only record 5 minutes and have their logo all over the screen.
Cam.
Yeah, no kidding, seriously, guys. And then, or you have to pay $50 to get that to go away.
Yeah, and another thing that I was just another thing that I just thought about is another way you have to do good quotation marks on YouTube, even though a lot of people make some pretty good content, even though they don't have the best amount of things, is you need a good editor, which a lot of good editing softwares like Sony Vegas Pro or whatever it's called, it costs quite a bit of money, but
And
yeah,
nobody has that.
we fortunately found a good editing program that's free, HitFilm 4 Express, I believe it's called.
Yeah, you guys should check it out.
We'll leave
It
the
works
link
pretty
down
well.
in the description below, if we remember.
If we remember.
And one way to get a good mic, pretty good, decent, what we use is if you have the game Rock Band laying around, the mics, they come with a USB. You plug them into your computer, use Audacity, free. Then you have a good, decent mic.
And it really works extremely well.
Qualities.
That's what we're
the
using
sound
right
quality's
now.
pretty good, and it's just a chintzy microphone that is free. Unless, well, not free. You have to buy the game, but cheap. Not
cheaper than it
1,000
would be.
some bucks. The ones that Rhett and Link have how much was it?
1,300 ish. That's what they use for their GMM, but I don't know how much their podcast ones are.
Like, you could get, like, a blue Yeti or a blue Snowball. I mean, blue Snowballs look chintzy, but they're pretty good, and they cost, like, $50. Then a blue Yeti costs, like, how much? Like,
Like
yeah, so we're around
100-ish.
there. So that's quite a bit of money just for a small YouTuber like us. Like, it's like,
Right,
I'm
and
not
we're
going to buy anything that costs that much money if we're just going to shut down and be like, this is chintzy, we're done.
like we've done previous, and I mean that's not something that we like. We want our channels to get big, but like we said before, it is near impossible to do. So, I mean, you need support from a lot of people, and I mean, talking to people at school is a big help. But the thing is people at
Yeah,
school
I know what you're going to say.
typically think of young YouTubers as extremely chintzy, and they don't give
No,
them
we
a
should probably
chance.
describe the word chintzy. Chintzy means lame.
Cheap, stupid.
Our definition.
Our
The real
definition
definition
is
is poorly made, but continue.
Right. And so basically, they just don't give people a chance. And when you don't give people a chance, that is, I mean, it's judging, and you're not. It's just not fair. So, to me, I feel like if you're gonna judge somebody, at least watch their videos first. And like we've had lots of people tell us, "Oh, your channel's super chintzy," and they haven't even watched the videos.
Or they
Next-
claim they do watch them, but they just click on the
And
video,
they-
give it a like or something, and they get off the video just because, like, I'm supporting
Right.
you. Even though then you go to school the next day, hey, watch my video? Oh, no, yeah. Ask them what happens at the end.
Would you like?
I don't know.
Remember.
You look at your average watch time on the statistics.
Go to YouTube.
It's
Like 30. I'm explaining something. It's like 30 seconds long, and that's just not fair. So, I mean, but then we have people come to us a week after we tell them to watch it, and they say, "Hey, sorry that we said that. We actually watched your video, and it's pretty good." So then that's how you get loyal subscribers after a while, which stinks, but it's what happens.
well,
That's our words
It
of the
is.
wisdom right there.
hashtag RIP Strata, guys.
Yeah, sadly. I mean, you can still check out our
Before you do, it was from last year. Don't.
Yeah, it was a
listen to
long
the
time
voices,
ago.
Listen to it on mute.
Just- we suffered from
Yes.
grade phobia, which was
And we talked in weird voices, so it just was weird.
we thought our voices were funny, but they weren't. It is extremely
Yes.
cringeworthy, which may be why we only have like.
Well, we
10
actually used to have
subscribers.
50 back to the deleting subscribers, and then it brought it down to 17 or something, whatever it is now.
Yeah, it's 17. We used to have 50.
I believe so.
I recall. So which putting that in retrospect, that means that they started deleting subscribers. So actually, a couple weeks ago was our 100 year 1 year anniversary.
What was it, like
Oh,
April
Strata
28th or something like
guys.
that? Maybe.
Something like that. But yeah, it's great. I mean, you can watch it, but just remember,
Yes, we were.
young ones.
Just watch the high neck one, and then you'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, if you listen to Ezra then.
I sound way
Ezra
different.
now, different. Hey guys, welcome back, Stray Guys
And
here.
it doesn't help. I think we would have sounded more normal if we didn't. Yeah, if we didn't do that.
Voices.
Welcome back, Mr. Strata, guys.
I think we did that because our voices were a little on the fritz back.
Hi, guys, what's up?
We did that as a
Yeah,
way
maybe.
of a cover up. But it's a good watch.
And they're hilarious videos. Just get past the whole. Yeah.
Let's get past the voices. There were some great things
Yep.
made in those videos, like putt putt pool.
Oh,
might
we
even do a
might.
vlog on that someday. So another thing about our channel, I mean, if you're still listening,
You definitely should be.
you
And
should be.
hashtag Squirrelmaster and hashtag someone that we might have on our channel soon that will be making a YouTube channel about music and vlogs. They watch our videos. They're dope.
Right. All the
It
way through.
is.
So this is a
Squirrel
shout out to
Master
you
and
guys.
Drew.
Yep, Drew, unknown. We don't know his last name.
Yeah.
We actually do. Just in case.
Hey, dude, on another
Anyways,
note.
So,
Dude, I looked at my analytics for YouTube the other day on my channel.
did you make a
I
sense?
don't even monetize because it's pointless. I mean, once I get
That's
bigger,
true. When you're that
maybe,
small,
if I get bigger.
maybe.
But when, but when we get bigger, we're definitely gonna have to monetize. But anyways, I was looking at my analytics,
Right.
and you know how it shows where people watch from. I have someone watch from
Yeah.
like South Korea.
Nice, me too. I mean, on this channel we have a.
That's
watcher
pretty
from
dope.
Alaska.
Shout out to whoever watches from Alaska.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, because
Or anywhere else
Yeah,
in the world.
yeah.
Really. On my
Yeah.
peer shots, I had all over the world. I think I had.
yeah,
somebody from
back when I
India.
used to actually do it on my other channel, I had people watch from like Germany, and I did have someone from India, and other things like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's it's a big deal to us.
Because really, if it's from
Parts of
United
the
States,
world.
it's probably people we know. Which I mean is okay, but
Right,
then again, it
so-
happens with the click on the video, like it, get off.
Right, and I mean, just from watching it from other countries, it could be the same thing. They're just looking for something
Yeah.
to watch, but it's still pretty cool. Well, I think that wraps it up. Well,
It does, and that was a pretty good
wraps it up.
podcast.
it was. Well, thank you for joining us.
Indeed.
Bacon for your ear hole.
Hey, wait, the links
Hope you enjoy
of
it.
Spreaker for Android and iTunes for Apple people will be in the description. And on our like
And on our
YouTube art or whatever, it's
YouTube page.
right there. Yeah.
So check us out. Don't forget to share us with your friends. So
And hashtag dab, even
out.
though you can't see us. Goodbye.
adios.